for him to come through, really try and throw a spanner in the works there and see if they can mix it up.
Well, so far, bans looking very, very similar. Of course, if Chiefs want to do the same thing, they need to ban the TF as their next option, and Alistair needs to be out from Avant Garde. Of course, Destiny likes to play that champion, so they might just leave that one up, grab it as first pick, but it will take away some of their other options. Give Chiefs some thoughts. Hecarim's going to be taken away from Swiper, though, this time on the blue side. We'll see what Chiefs decide to take away, whether it is going to be the Alistair or whether it's going to be the TF.
Yeah, and what we haven't seen so far is Rumble coming into the draft whatsoever for both of these sides. Thought it would be a staple on the current patch because of the change to Leandres. Hasn't been seen yet. We haven't seen any different junglers coming through. It's been very, very standard League of Legends out of both sides.
Extremely. Well, Alistair is going to be the final ban here from the Chiefs, respecting Destiny there, as Porky is instantly locking in the Shen.
Yeah, Shen locked in, TF available, Rek'Sai available.
Yeah, lots of globals.
There is the real potential for globals to come through.
Oh my goodness. You were talking about this for a moment, but Spooks does seem to be cycling through a few picks.
Just having a look at some different junglers coming through there.
Yeah.
That's a different one.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
What's that one called?
That's called Skarner. And he lives in the Crystal Skarner.
Good,
that's
stay
why we
there.
don't see very much of him. Oh, dearie me. Well, Swiper still considering his first option here, and I don't think Spooks is going to pick up the Skarner. I'd be interested if he did. Of course, Runglaive, pretty good item on that guy, as Spooks now considering the Rek'Sai, wanting to go back to that pick.
Yeah, wants to match the global pressure that's going to be put out by either Porky or Destiny. Of course, you have to mention the flex pick whenever you see Shen right now. And Nautilus locked in for the Chiefs.
Yeah, Nautilus going to be taken away. Of course, we've seen it recently in the mid lane, in the top lane, and in the support role. But, of course, internationally, not here in the Oceanic region. Kensti hovering the Pirate one more time, but we'll give him some time before that one actually is
And I would be interested
on.
to see where this Nautilus pick goes, because I don't believe Ejim has played it yet. I think there's 0 games on Nautilus out of the bottom laner here.
If there is going to be any, it'd be like 1. Maybe.
Yeah, so I think that he doesn't play it from what I know, or what I have seen, and I think that might be a top lane pickup there for Swiper.
Could potentially be here. And is there any reason why you'd pick Nautilus into the Shen?
Just another tanky member that provides a lot of utility, pushes waves incredibly well. Good 2v1 champion coming through there. Kind of does what Sion used to do in 2v1s, where you can max the E and just shove out the wave. Sion used to max the Q and just smash the wave to pieces with his huge axe hammer.
Decimatingly smash the wave. Kensti going to lock in the Bard, though, and it's Chelby back on the Nidalee. Destiny going on a magical journey this game. See how that works out for Avant, but already mixing things up. Of course, keeping Chelby on his farm-heavy Nidalee.
Yeah, it doesn't take the Gragas this time around.
No.
Goes back for, once again, an aggressive jungler coming in there, seeing if he can get anything done early. Also helps turret pushing. Nidalee has that Primal Surge, able to get some attack speed onto the AD carry, start knocking down the turrets early if that is the choice coming in there. So we'll have to see whether he does something similar here. Do they go back to maybe the Tristana in the bottom lane?
Well, they have the opportunity to. It was going to be what looks like a support Nautilus at the moment. Of course, Swiffer still has the opportunity of playing it if he wants to, but it looks like it is going to be for Ejim there, as Rady is going to lock away the Corki, and Maokai one more time for Swiper there on the top side of the map.
And once again, 2 tanks, a lot of magic damage coming out of the Chiefs right now. Spooks is the primary AD, and he's going Cinderhulk. Probably won't do that much AD damage, realistically. So see whether Swiffer's able to take an AD mid laner in here, or whether it is going to be a lineup that struggles to deal with the Shen as the game goes on.
That could be a good point. Of course, Spirit Visage, pretty natural item there for Porky to pick up on the Shen if he wants to. Vorpal Blade happy to sap away your health. And of course, an extra few % of that one is going to be very, very helpful there with the Spirit Visage. But you can see Warble got some smiles on the faces. You saw Destiny there before having a good old chuckle about something. 5 seconds to go. Warble's going to take away the Vayne. And Destiny locks in the Ahri for Kensty.
So a legitimate pick comp coming out of Avant here. They have the catch potential out of Bard, the magical journey, the cosmic binding, not to mention that ultimate that can come in that is just so fun to watch. And, you know, then they've got all this follow-up from two assassins, the Vayne, the Ahri going to be coming in here, seeing if they can maybe split up some of the squishier members of the Chiefs, if you can find one, because right now there's only a Corki, and pick them off to take some objectives. Follow that through with the fact that you have a Shen that can ult the person that is going for the kill to keep them relatively safe. Not a bad idea coming through here from Avant.
Yeah, they can kill one person
really well,
so easily. They get into a team fight, things might change just a little bit, but Swiffer back onto that comfort pick from this split, grabs the Victor that Kensty played in the last game, and if anyone knows what Ahri can do, I'd say that it'd be Swiffer.
Yeah, certainly is. Very popular on the AP assassins.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see whether he's able to control Ahri. Gut feeling is he's just going to shove her into turret with a couple of evolutions and raw AP there and see if he can just control Kensty's map movement through pure wave pressure. But Corki has always done well against Vayne in lane, but as soon as Vayne gets that first item, the Blade of the Ruined King, you can start finding Corki around the map and trying to fight Corki. So I want to see exactly how aggressive AV want to go. You know, they've played a much more controlled style of League of Legends, looked great, but this is game 3, semi-finals. If there's ever time to just unleash the beast that is Warble and Shelby on the other team, you feel it has to be this game, Atlas.
Yeah, they've got nothing to lose at the moment, of course. Down 0-2 in this series. They've got to find a victory somehow. Try anything. Get anything going. And Warble, if we look at his raw statistics, maybe not necessarily his damage done on the Vayne, but I don't think he's died, and I think he's picked up some ludicrous amount of kills on that champion, and they've grabbed a couple of victories. So look, if you guys believe, hop onto Twitter, use that hashtag AVWin, or if you think the Chiefs are going to be able to take this series 3-0, use hashtag CHFWin to create what looks like a monster in our grand final. Yeah,
the Chiefs train, the juggernaut has been rolling all split long. There's something like 24 wins straight heading into now what will be maybe their last game before the OPL finals. Or can AV put a stop to it?
Well, we'll see whether they can using this crazy comp. We're going to pick out one person, we're going to destroy him and try and move on. And you can see we are onto the Rift. The third game of this first semi-final. AV versus the Chiefs. Of course, on Thursday this week, it is going to be the Direwolves taking on Legacy. Make sure you watch that game to decide who's going to be facing off against whoever wins this best-of-5 series. The Chiefs in pretty prime position at the moment, but anything can happen, Spawn.
Yeah, certainly can. Looking to see whether they can get the pick onto Porky. He will spot them out.
Might need to level up that Shadow Dash early. Flash Dredge line available from Egypt.
But they've seen them all walk in, and all 5 members are available right now for AV.
That was a very destroyed ward there by every one of the Chiefs as Shelby might have been turned around. There's the Flash Dredge line from Egypt. Staggering blow's going to land, but look at the stun potential. First blood comes out of Kensty with massive damage. Porky's going to get stunned by the gravity field. Spear's still going through. They're looking for more. Tumble comes down. There's the cosmic binding. Another charm. Swiper's dead as well. AV
still not done.
And another kill.
Flash cosmic binding is up.
Are they going to be out? There it is. Into the wall somehow. Swiffer uses the cleanse to get out of it. Radier does have to be careful, but I have a feeling that AV are going to just take their foot off the pedal. Let's go back and buy a whole heck of a lot of items.
1,000 gold at a minute 40 in for the Avant lineup. They get the start they were looking for. Maybe not the jungle start that Shelby wanted. But Swiffer, he's skilled up the gravity field. He's got nothing in lane right now.
And Kensty, he grabbed first blood, so he's got an amplifying tome as well. Of course, he's got charm, so not going to be able to clear out too many minions there, but the CC in the mid lane level 1, pretty high, Spawn.
Certainly is here, and you see that Shelby going to be able to get through this jungle nice and easy. Maybe give Porky level 2, actually decides not to. And we're going to have standard lanes just a little bit reversed because we're down under.
A little bit injured as well, somewhat, based on the skill ups that were having to be taken. Of course, Warble's going to be fine. Nice charm from Kensty there. The fadeaway, I like it a lot. Swiffer even misses a creep because he was so impressed by Kensty's charm work.
Quite a charming fellow.
Quite a charming individual indeed. Warble, ooh, he deserved that one with the fancy footwork. Unable to lock down the creep. Level 2 has been hit first here by AV. They grab it. Cosmic
Radiant.
Binding one more time. There's the Silver Bolts down to about 300 health. Uses the heal, in fact. An AV in a 2v2.
But Spooks is here.
Yeah,
Teleport
comes in. Swiper was there as well. Immediately cancelled. As Porky's going to head back towards the bottom lane and thinks, okay, well, I got a free one.
Actually, really cute play out of Porky there. Just lets his presence be known and then gets into the lane. So
it's like, hey, you.
Yeah, he's
Stay
like,
still.
Just to let you know, I can join my teammates if I want. And because he's Shen, we'll probably have level 6 quite like relatively early into the game and doesn't really have to worry about matching Swipers, who was just used, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. 1-0 and 1 now as well. Has a Ruby Crystal, so pretty tanky here in this lane. And seeing a level 1 Shen with all of that health was quite frightening. EGM going to get auto-attacked here, but Destiny been making some plays on this Bard so far.
Bard is, if you want plays to be made.
I like
Bard
how he
is
puts
the
down a
champion.
ward and you're like, oh, plays. Love it. Probably not necessarily the play you were referring to, though.
I was thinking back. Sorry, Atlas.
Taking a trip down memory lane. Shelby, though, may have found Spooks here. Porky's hanging around as well. He's just sacking laning phase. He doesn't want to be involved in that at all. There's the red buff proc.
Oh,
nice
wow.
spear
Shelby's
from
still
Shelby.
going to go.
He was looking for the pounce. Pounce takedown with the swipe might have been enough there.
Yeah, certainly would have been. And all of a sudden, because of the early pressure that was picked up by Avant, you can see completely different lineup. They're able to get the invade onto the Rex side. Shelby going to pick up a 3-buff start for himself.
Yeah.
And Avant looking much more confident on the Rift.
Yeah, and of course, Shelby on this champion that is known as a bully. There's the sort of positive thing of Vayne in this matchup. Destiny going to get caught by the dredge line there. Takes a lot of damage. All of the ticks. There's a nice combo out of Warble just to get Radier out of here.
But in saying that, Destiny has a lot of consumables. Radier not being afforded the same luxury right now, so maybe a positive trade coming through. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, there's the Dredgeline Spooks coming in as well. Warble's going to get knocked up, burning down as well. Radier wanted to grab the kill, but EGM's going to burn him to death. And the Chiefs, they answer with a nice gank there in the top side of the map. But
so the return of Spooks, even after getting 3-buff, making his presence known twice now in the top lane, gets Radier a healthy CS lead and going to really boost that Corki lane in the early stages.
Yeah, 26 CS to 35 now as well, as Destiny might get killed here. Getting burnt down, and EGM just tanks it up for as long as he wants, has a bit of a dance, and Chief's still looking good.
Are you okay? That was a very unique use of Magical Journey.
I liked it.
He went through the turret.
He just wanted to see whether there's anything else in that turret to help him out. Unfortunately, there wasn't, but it's worth having a look.
Went looking for the mechanism that shoots
yeah,
the bomb.
Exactly. That thing does a lot of damage. I'd want to look for it as well. I don't know what you're talking about. Swiper looking for Porky here, but it's holding the wave off. Able to use that feint as well for the extra shield if he wants to tank up the minions. Of course, he's also just pretty tanky Shelby. Looking to try and start a fight here against Swiper. Does get the Shadow Dash. Cute little maneuver there. Creates as much distance as he can. Spooks making his presence known as well. Actually not. Hiding in this brush at the moment. Swiper just... he looks unkillable when he plays this guy.
Certainly does. Just that beefy frontliner that the Chiefs love to use. Also level 6 right now. They're going to fight here, but Swiper's a lot stronger than Porky.
Yeah, there's another Shadow Dash in as Shelby. He needs to be very careful. Uses the flash to get out of the way. Swiper very, very low. There's a spear as well. Shelby wants to find the pounce, but Spook's so healthy. Can't find his way in there for that one. Porky waiting for that Shadow Dash to come back off cooldown, and he actually has it. Just deciding not to use it for now. 110 health available for Shelby. Isn't a lot. So he might need to find his way out of this lane. Going to be a stalemate for now.
Yeah, it certainly is, and you have to compliment Spooks for how active he's been in this early game. Generally known for being a little bit more of a herbivore jungler and controlling the map, has definitely been very proactive in the gank pass. 3 now mid.
Oh, EGM can see completely out of mana. There's the knock up from Spooks. Chaos Storm goes down, and Spooks grabs himself his first kill of the game.
Yeah, and you know, we were just mentioning it, how proactive he was being. The reason it was so important at this stage of the game, no Shen ultimate available. And all of a sudden, after the dream start for AV, Chiefs are back up in gold after a 3 successive ganks coming through.
Yeah, Chiefs making things happen now that the game's settled down. It was a horrible level 1. I thought Avant might be able to find their way back into it, but Is there a moment here that Avant are looking for now that they've got to this stage of the game? Spook's actually going to take away the blue buff here as Chelby's going to get dredge blind. There's the depth charge as well as Swiffer. Oh my goodness, Chelby looking for it. There's the auto attack, grabs it. It will be a 1-for-1 if he goes down, but trying to escape. Ejim locks himself down. Another kill. 2-0-2 actually.
And in comes the Bard.
Yeah, Cosmic Binding being looked for here. Oh. Misses the charm, but it might still be enough here as Spirit Rush is available from this Ahri. Ejim super low. Spook's trying to make something work here as Destiny. Cosmic Binding one more time. Kensti, 2-1-1.
Yeah, trade the kill back. Kensti going for what looks to be the assassin build here. Probably the Luden's Echo going to be the first purchase. Maybe a Rylai's Crystal Scepter coming through there.
Could be a lot of things. Needlessly large rod. Quite a versatile item on this particular patch. You're exactly right. I would expect something like a Luden's Echo, of course, as well. Like the idea because they're just wanting to grab picks in that mid game.
Yeah, he goes back, grabs the Aether Wisp, so that's what it is going to be.
Still not sure. It could be the Spooky Ghosts.
Does that build out a needlessly large rod now?
No, he's just going to have the needlessly large rod there. Needlessly purchased rod was what I was going for, but not happening. Probably going to be a Luden's Echo. Swiper clearing out this lane here on the bottom side. Porky going to collect some minions, but does have Stand United available. Shelby, Gravity Field not going to stun him up there, but misses the spear. Does have to respect Swiffer. He's going to be able to pounce his way over this wall. That will be fine.
So in the end, everyone backing away 10 minutes in. Very close game coming through. Radiant has a huge advantage right now. You have to think that Chelby carries something similar for his team. They're going in.
Yep, Shadow Dash there. Chelby lands the spear onto Swiper. Ventral Maelstrom is down, stopping a lot of the damage. Look at it coming down from Chelby. Wants to get another spear in. Red buff slows him down. Porky gets his first of the game. Spooks wants to come in, get something started, but he's on his own. It's a 2v1. Get out of there, Spooks.
So in the end, they pick up the successful gank. This time it's Chelby's turn to get aggressive now that he's built his jungle item coming in there. Yep, and Swiper put out a lot of damage, but Chelby also able to return a lot. As I said, Nidalee at this stage of the game is an outright AP assassin if she's able to land that first spear.
Oh yeah, and was able to do it onto Swiper there as well. Didn't Twisted advance his way out of it. Spooks has finished off the Cinder Hulk, but that's Lucidity Boots on top of the Runeglaive here for Chelby. So he's doing some serious damage with the extra cooldown reduction, able to cycle through those spells a whole lot more. Kensi now back into this lane. The Needlessly Large Rod and the Aether Wisp, he's got a fair bit of AP as well, so he can start clearing out those minions.
Magical Journey can come through from Bard.
Destiny's looking for a Tempered Fate onto Ejim. The teleport coming in. Destiny very, very low. There's the Silver Bolts. Ejim's going to die. Chelby locks down the kill. Radius trying to get some work done. Flashes forward. Chelby, one last auto attack from Radius going to be good.
Everyone else heading in. Two members of the Chiefs.
Oh my goodness, Death Ray not going to find anyone here just yet, but Kensti, sorry, he's going to get in here as well. Death Ray one more time, Condemn lands, Porky doesn't get the Taunt Flash, but Chaos storms down, Warble locks it up as the kill comes through. Nice tunnel out from Spooks, is going to save him. Charm onto Radier as well, is going to stop some of that damage. Porky wants to stand in front of all of these skill shots and is going to successfully do so for his team.
In the end, a 2-for-1 picked up for the Avantgard lineup, and the Chiefs had the perfect idea, but they didn't commit to the turret dive, which meant that they were so split up across the map because they don't have a Tempered Fate and Magical Journey to help them out here. And in the end, the split up team fight goes across to Avant. Let's take another look. What a great combo coming through here.
Good.
But the response was already there. Able to take out Ejim, but they return it for Chelby, and you can see the members heading up the river in position to be able to get this done, but they just don't pull the trigger. It would have been a 4 versus 3, but back to life.
Yep, and Chelby's just going to pounce on top of Ejim here as well. He's trying to get some work done, but Spooks finds his way around. There's the flash out. Oh, it's only the slow from the Cosmic Binding. Teleport going to have to be used from Porky. No Stand United there. Magical Journey is very short there by Destiny, but AV, they've decided to start up the Dragon. The rest of the Chiefs all over the map, I guess, so it does make a little bit of sense. AV going to back away at the moment.
So they used the teleport. They wanted to get something off it, but in the end, not a reliable option to be able to go for that. I also think maybe Kensti died while I was still checking out that replay. It's 2-2-2 now.
Yeah.
7-6.
Well, Chiefs are able to steal away the Raptor camp.
Oh, Radius caught out Chelby.
Not going to actually find a kill just yet.
Did a lot of damage, though.
Yep. Chelby, in fact, spending most of his time on pretty low health this game. Oh, Tempered Fate lands onto Radier, picks him out. Porky's waiting for the Shadow Dash, gets it! Perfect timing, condemns there, and this is what this comp is for.
Yeah, look at the pick potential coming out of Avant right now. Able to secure one moment, but they don't even use Kenzie's ultimate. Actually, they did. It's on cooldown, but they'll grab a dragon.
Yep, Magical Journey for Destiny one more time. Feels like he can only really use it about a foot. That's it's the handicap that he's put on himself. That's absolutely fine. Porky's going to use it to get through. Chelby's discovered Swiper, or is it the other way around? Stand United's on top of the kitty lady. Porky wants to find a Shadow Dash, gets it onto Swiper. Is takedown going to be enough? There's the pounce. Chelby gets himself a third.
Yeah, able to get much more involved in this early game is Chelby. And as we said, if you ever find a member, the best part of this pick comp is that Porky can join you across the map, as now Swiffer under fire.
Yeah, he's actually going to turn it around here. No mana, but Spooks was coming in.
Another foot magical journey for you. That was good.
Love it. Love it a lot. Well, this outer turret in the mid lane is going to fall down. Shelby trying to answer on the top side of the map.
But all jokes aside, Destiny's Bard has been on point.
Oh, yeah.
2 beautiful ultimates landing, always positioning his team where they need to. They trade back a turret. Spook's going to steal the red.
Well, his red buff's up. We'll see whether Shelby goes towards that one.
There's a vein.
Warble to get some work done.
And a Bard?
Oh, and Dredgeline didn't find anything. Ward's still in here. Nice. Stun onto Spooks. Nothing going to come from it. Condemn into the wall as well. Multiple CCs. Warble just going to take off half health. That's it. That's what's going to happen there as Vengeful Maelstrom on top. Shelby more than happy to fight as many top laners as he can. Now going to have to be careful. Pouncing his way away. Swiper, you're not going to close that distance, and you're going to back away. Yeah, in the end, Chiefs grabbed the bottom lane turret, though, so whilst a fairly hectic game has been created, objectives going over right now to the Chiefs lineup. They're 3 turrets to 1. Those Krugs were playing interference for the Chiefs as well. Chiefs just whispered to them as he went past and said, guys, you stand in the way, and then Destiny couldn't get through. Very confusing stuff.
Didn't want to burn the Tempered Fate there either. Has been quite liberal with its use so far, Atlas, but that time chose to hold on. Didn't want the fight.
Yeah, not happening. Surfer looking for a blue buff. Does find it there with the Death Ray. Very aptly named spell, as I often say. You can see we're going to push this wave up. Finds himself with 0 creeps, though, now that this Victor has a couple of evolutions in that Hex Core, blasting one there as well. Probably looking towards that Abyssal Scepter as his second item. Third, what do you call it when he's got boots and a Hex Core, a couple of upgrades? Which number item is that?
They're like 1,000 gold upgrade, so
yeah, probably call it one.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Radiant pressure on this bottom side. Warble does have the Blade of the Ruined King. No boots yet, though. Spooks is waiting around. Ejim hanging in here as well. Kensti looking to try and collapse as the Corki is out of position just a little bit, but Radiant's going to be safe. No dragon just yet. A few minutes before that one's back up. Now a lot of defensive vision for Avant. They're able to get wards down on this map a whole lot more effectively than they have been, and the Chiefs not able to strangle out the vision like last couple of games.
And you can see Spooks doesn't even want to go near that brush just in case there is the goon squad waiting for him.
Or just Shelby. Shelby's been fighting everyone. Not a lot of fear out of this guy. Almost has his Rod of Ages. Going to be a little bit quicker than last time. Even the Lucidity boots as well weren't completed for this Nidalee by that stage. See how
as we said, there's a lot of magic damage coming through right now on the Chiefs lineups. The fact that Porky is 2-0-5 and up in CS right now, controlling the wave, is only good things for the Avantgard team.
Yeah.
The fact that he is going to be so hard to deal with. Radier's gone for the spell-weaving Porky build this time around with the magic penetration boots. Going to be very hard for Corki to deal with Shen.
Yeah, Warble hanging out here on his own. Does have Destiny to back him up for the next little while. Void Rush going to be used back towards the Dragon. It's going to be respawning in about 1 minute, 40 seconds. Spooks making his way towards the jungle. Actually, he's going to discover Kensti here as the charm comes out. Not going to be able to take away that pink ward. The bottom lane is getting pressured.
And if we could just freeze the game at this point, it would be so perfect to explain how Chiefs play. Because look,
Producer's shaking his head at you, Spawn.
They've completely cut off the vision line near Dragon with 2 pick wards, so there's no way that Avant know when they have to approach through a darkness area. And when you play a pick comp, it's all about controlling vision.
Yeah.
But because they've been shoved up in the lane so much, apart from that top wave where Porky's just nursing it towards the turret, there's no way that they can establish good vision down there. And what that means is they actually can't utilize their comp the way they would like to control all of that vision.
You mean Goon Squad?
Yeah, they can't Goon Squad someone.
Oh, no!
Because there's no way the Chiefs are ever going to be caught out as long as they can maintain that. They've got the huge tunnel network, the ability to be able to teleport in behind with 2 of those strategically placed wards. And it's just... This is Chief-style League of Legends. You know, they can fall behind early. They're still not up. They have arguably the weaker, I guess, composition right now because of all the magic damage and how fed Shen is. But they just still control the physical rift so well.
Yeah, and you talk about it, the fact that you have to play against the map as well as the Chiefs a lot of the time just because they do take control of it so well. That being said, even on gold, Avant, this is definitely the closest any of these games have been thus far. Vayne 2-1-3, 2-0-5 as you've said before for Porky. Now with a giant spelt as well. We'll see whether he turns that into the Sunfire Cape as Spear lands from Shelby.
And remember, Avant got first dragon, so they would be more than happy to trade this for a turret right now.
Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage here as well as the Stand Unite is available from Porky if they want it. Dragon's going to fall down. Nice trade here from Avant as they take the outer turret in the mid lane.
Avoid the flank, get a little bit of a gold advantage to just give up 1 dragon. This is much better decision making coming through from the Avant lineup.
Yeah, they're all hanging out here as well as they're all standing still.
Tempest Fate is available. Swiffer doesn't have...
Tempest Fate goes down. Creates a beautiful circle for Swiffer to add his to, but the charm lands. Swiffer thought he dodged the damage, not happening. Warble, sorry, is going to condemn him into the wall.
And a huge wave has been stacked up. They take the magical journey through. They're going to race them top.
That was so cute. Go through the journey, get towards that top inner turret. They're going to be able to grab 2 for that 1 pick that they managed to pick up. And this is what we've got to talk about. Their comp is so good at killing 1 person. But they get multiple objectives off the back of it. It's doing everything it needs to. Teleport was used from Porky to defend the bottom out in a turret. And AV haven't stopped.
Yeah, they're still trying to push in here, take the maximum. They do need to back away because they're getting flanked by Spooks. But in the end, 2 turrets secured. They get the pick they've been looking for. Even trade back the red buff that...
Destiny put an extra point in his magical journey, I think. He's going so much further than he was before.
That's not how the skill works.
Giving him benefit of the doubt. Another one. Straight through the wall. Which is going to mean they're okay. And Warble picked up a couple of daggers for himself, probably going towards the Phantom Dancer. Hasn't quite got that zeal just yet. Just going to grab a Gromp before he heads back to base. Kensti almost with a Rabbidan's Death Cap on top of that Luden's Echo as well. Going to be a lot of damage for this Ahri.
Able to pick himself up a blue buff, and you see that now we have a little bit of a lull, but this is what Avant need to do. Chiefs controlled the bottom side of the map so well, so they gave up that objective. We can't use our pick potential well enough. What we're going to do, we're going to cheat towards the top side of the map. We know that Porky had control over that area. Yeah. We're pretty sure no one's warded it out. As soon as Ejim goes for it, they pull the trigger, make the call into Swiffer. And, you know, they have the benefit with the comp they've put together of missing so much CC, but there's so much involved.
Yeah, Stand United here in the mid lane, though, on top of Warble. Porky's going to finish off Swiffer. Warble has to deal with Swiper now, condemns him back. He's so low. Swiper gets the shutdown onto the Vayne. Shelby not going to let him escape for free. Nice dodge of the spear there from Swiper. No Cosmic Binding to find the Tree Man as Destiny decides he needs to peel for the rest of his team. Heading up the mid lane now, Destiny looking for a binding.
A 1-for-3 trade coming through, and they're not done.
Yeah, Spooks is going to get slowed down as well. Radiant trying to turn this one. Kensti flashes for the charm, doesn't find it. AV, massive man advantage here. The Chiefs, as you said, lost 3 members. Inner turret's going to fall, and Avant They're translating these picks.
And once again, they get the team fight they're looking for. They get the standing gold on the map. Now they're going to be backing away, able to pick up the big sideways. Chiefs are doing a lot of things right this game. They're controlling their sideways. They're making sure they have good vision. But it's just so much hard initiation to deal with right now out of the Avant lineup.
Yeah, and they're just... This comp has sort of one thing that it does really well, and they're doing it.
Yeah, they just have so many threats.
Yeah. The fact that Chelby is just so good at farming constantly and getting himself to the point where he has the money to be an assassin. It's a great way to utilize how Chelby plays so often on Summoner's Rift. And AV, they're just going to sit around and back on a ward. Warble making his way in.
Chelby gets caught.
Yeah, Dredge line coming through. Depth charge is available from Ejim, but not going to use it just yet. Spear lands on top of him. Magical Journey in from Destiny. Oh, Ejim out of the way. Shelby locks down the kill. Spooks very, very big. There's another pounce. Double kill for the kitty lady, and Shelby continues to chase after Warble. He's got the ultimate. Tunnel's going to have to be used from Spooks to get him out of here. Destiny going so quickly. Charm not going to find Swiper, who gets straight on top of the Bard. Shelby has to deal with the Chaos Storm. Flashes out of the way of Swiffer's damage now as well. Not going to get slowed down. Beautiful Charm. Means that Shelby lives another day.
And that spear was so close from hitting Swiffer at the end as well. Spooks staying in this, trying to get some deep vision for his team. That was a much better trade for the Chiefs. You can see that they're finding a rhythm in what is a very hectic game coming through from the Avant lineup. Stand United wasn't actually burnt there from Porky. I must have thought it was not needed, but...
He had creeps to kill in the top lane.
Yeah, red dots. But in the end, this Avant lineup, you know, they've got a timer on it. They've got a lot of single target catch potential versus huge AoE that's just going to come out of Swiffer late game and potentially explode all the squishy members. But they're using their time right now when they're strong so efficiently. You can see blue pots being picked up. They are going all in on this mid game.
Yeah, and they know exactly when they have power. We got a giant spell sitting in the back pocket of Chelby and a needlessly large rod. Not sure what he's building for. That's going to be a Riley's Crystal Scepter.
So the Bruiser build coming through, and they start up Baron.
Yeah, Warble actually, final hours being blown. They're going all in on this one. Solo vision available around this Baron area. Scrying Orb's going to have to be used, and it was there by Radiant to discover this one out. But AV, are they going to get pushed off it? It's down so incredibly low.
Swiffer gets tagged.
Oh, tagged by the Tempered Fate. Porky finds his way in. He's looking for Swiffer. Stand United on top of Kensti. Not going to burn to death now as well. AV still alive in this one. Shelby throwing spears. Primal Surge there as well, keeping him alive. Porky does need to be careful, but they can't touch him. There's the charm onto Radiant. Orbit Deception as well. Magical Journey did get Destiny through that wall. Swiper's going to get taken down. Warble locks down the kill. Swiffer, Death Ray, oh my goodness, does a lot of damage with the ultimate, but it's not enough. Pounce out of the way. Two very low members of the Chiefs. There comes Porky. And Shelby locks down the kill. He's running so quickly as this Shen just wanders up to Ejim, who does have Flash available, but he doesn't want to use it. Just wants to waste some time. And Shelby, godlike on Summoner's Rift right now.
And that is the clean ace, I believe, coming through for Avant. And they've got the Baron buff now streaming up mid lane. This is going to be the first time they break the base at 10,000 gold lead right now. And the Chiefs, as we said, it's going to be a curveball if anything catches them off guard. I think we can safely assume they're a little bit caught off guard
right now. They are baffled. They are baffled right now. They don't understand what is happening, and it's the fact that Shelby is fighting everyone all the time. You can't predict.
Let's take another look at that call. Swiffer gets tagged by Kensti. He starts it up, gets isolated there, and then it is just Shelby time and time again getting the spear weaving out, getting the reset on that passive. And you know, they make the call to retreat here, and Kensti tags Radiant over the wall with his full combo, and Radiant can't fight anymore. All of a sudden they have to back away, but Shelby is just unrelenting. You're so correct. Time and time again, looking for the flanks.
Speaking of looking for picks, Kensti's going to lock down Ejim there. He's going to fall 4-2-7 for the Ari, who hasn't actually been back yet. He's probably got a lot of gold. Rylays is picked up by Shelby, 9-2-7. What a monster. Another needlessly large rod for an extra 60 AP. Destiny clearing out tunnels. We'll see whether they can break any more of the base. Inhibitor goes down in the mid lane as we saw before. And AV able to take down this one.
Tempered Fate used on Spooks there.
Destiny being liberal with his usage of the Tempered Fate. Oh, Magical Journey on top of Swiffer. What are you doing, Destiny?
Just getting some cooldowns out of them.
Yeah. Well, Warble gets in as well. Okay, Cosmic Binding is going to get Spooks into the wall. Right. Death Ray. Okay, AV, just calm down. Doing well. Don't throw it away.
But they have set up the siege. They've got double cannon creeps there.
Now Stand United available from Porky as well. No teleport.
He hasn't got Balmy Cinder. That's why it's taking him a very long time to push the waves of Shen.
Yeah. Tiny little magical journey. I actually like it. As soon as someone goes through a magical journey, they can get cosmically bound and then speared to the head. There's so many opportunities. Yeah, condemned as well. Which should just push them back through the magical journey if you think about it literally.
It's a one-way portal.
Right. The particles don't go the other direction.
Exactly right.
Right, got it. That makes a little bit more sense. I was thinking if it's just a tunnel, they should just tumble back through it.
Yeah, no, he's not an engineer. He's a cosmic being. Let's just define that right now. He doesn't dig through the wall.
I don't want to have a lore argument with you again, Spawn. As the turret does fall down. Kensti locks that one up, and Porky's managed to finally get this wave to the turret 15 years later, and Shen, the pushing powerhouse himself,
gets there. He is so tanky right now. Level 16. They go in on him.
Yeah, Death Charge is found here. Look at how much damage he's able to soak here, but the CC's pretty good. Shadow Dash gets him out. Still got 1,000 health for this Chiefs lineup to get through. My goodness, AV all went back to base. Porky somehow still wandering his way to safety. Gets knocked up. Finally, the shutdown comes in for Swiffer.
You can see how much it takes to kill this guy right now. And when you have an all-magic damage composition against someone like Shed, who scales so well with resistances because of the shield, it's just going to mean it takes a long time to kill him.
I just don't know how AV didn't punish that, though. The fact that all of the Chiefs were chasing Porky, all of them went back to base at exactly the same time. If they had stayed in that bottom side, they might have even been able to get another inhibitor.
Yeah, but they'd based beforehand, so the Chiefs had done the same thing. They'd shopped. It was just that Porky had stayed towards that side of the map, and right now the Chiefs, Avant once again playing their composition, looking for the pick.
Yeah. There is the sweeper. Spook's not going to get tagged. And Spook's integral in this lineup right now. Avant are going to be moving through the jungle unseen looking for picks. The Tremor Sense is going to be so necessary for figuring all of that out.
They go in for it.
Yeah, Magical Journey going to get Destiny out. Of course, could have been used by Swiper to go for some form of flank. They'll be clearing out some minions here as well. Warble going for double lifesteal. Not opting for that last Whisper. Wants to make sure he can keep himself alive in these extended trades. Oh, Swiper gets tagged by the charm. Pretty low, but use of the passive is going to keep him up. There's the flash into the Twisted Advance. Knocked into the wall. Condemned. Swiffer's going to destroy Kensti. And everyone needs to escape. Magical Journey is going to come down. Shelby not going to fall, but that's the pick for the Chiefs, and they stop all of that pressure.
Yeah, and there's creeps hitting their base turrets right now, the Nexus turrets, but they pull the trigger, they get the pick, they're able to blow up Kensti before the Stand United comes through. So they successfully defend both the Nexus turrets and put a little bit more of a halt on this game. You can never count the Chiefs out, and they are battling every step of the way to stay in it. Inhibitor going to respawn.
Oh, and that is in fact Banner of Command picked up by Destiny as well. Doesn't want a Locket of the Iron Solari. That's a silly item. Let's get a Banner of Command. It's going to be able to charge up these minions as well, so a little bit of an extra push.
Well, just because of all the magic damage, really only the Corki going to be able to deal with that Banner, as well as Spooks, who does some pretty good AD damage at this part of the game. But Baron is back up in 30 seconds. Dragon will join its distant cousin of a different family in about another 30 seconds on top of that.
Completely different race of being.
What do you mean? Maybe he was adopted. Be sensitive, man.
That's a very good point. I apologize. It's just rude. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Baron's probably a little bit older too. The older brother, something like that.
Dragon's a misspent youth.
Yeah, I'm feeling really awful now for that comment. I didn't mean that, Baron. And that guy, he's pretty good in a fight, you can imagine. I've seen him before. Well, we do have Bloodthirster completed.
And once again, this is a perfect area to start a fight if you are Avant, because you have all this big potential. They have to face check it. And you can see they're just trying to control the map, use Destiny's ultimate. They pop the talisman.
Yeah, got it. Lots of activatables here for this Bard. Can charge up a minion now as well as that banner of command just off cooldown. Destiny eating some chimes with the glorious music. You can see AV, they've actually started off this Baron. Warble, lots of life still, and Porky not going to get touched by anything. Charm lands onto Ejim. Oh, he might get taken out here as Tempered Fate onto Radiant, and Swiper stops the engage from the Chiefs. Ejim very, very low. Swiffer, oh, whiffs the Chaos Storm as Kensti gets over the wall with a Spirit Wash. Porky, he's going to get taken down. That's a lot of the tankiness. Swiffer gets tagged by the Charm, flashes out of the way of the pound. Swiper, he's going to find Shelby, and he's going to destroy him as well. Shutdown on the Kitty Lady, and AV, everything went wrong.
All of a sudden, Chiefs turn it on in a team fight like they've done so many times before, get the 2 important kills, and now the Baron firmly in their control.
They are going to be able to take this one down. It's going down slowly, but Dragon looking to be the consolation prize for this Avantgard team, and the inhibitor, it's respawn. Chiefs now with a massive opportunity to push down this standing gold remaining on the map. 3 to 7 in turrets. Of course, it still is a 5,000 gold lead, but that is going to evaporate as the Chiefs move up these lanes.
And it's getting later and later into the game as gold will nearly become irrelevant as the game goes on. Let's take another look at it. So they get so much damage onto Ejim, but Kensti actually gets chunked here by the Chaos Storm. We said it was a whiff, but if you catch the corner, completely obliterates his health bar, and Ari's so important. Porky gets chunked out here. Swipe is becoming just as tanky, and you see Shelby commits for that, maybe shouldn't have, and do you know what's better than a magical journey? A twisted advance.
A twisted advance through a magical journey. Works pretty well.
Trust me, twisted advance takes you anywhere. Under turrets. You have no control over the beast that is twisted advance.
Yep. Well, Swiper was pretty happy about it that time around. And the Chiefs pushing towards the base now as well. They've taken down 2 inner turrets, taking exactly what they can safely remove from the map. A blue buff going to go towards them as well. So the Chiefs closing this gap slowly but surely.
And you know, you take a look at Shelby's build, didn't opt to go for the Void Staff after he grabbed the Bruiser items in there. You can say the same about Kensti. Went for the needlessly large rod, and Amp Tome again doesn't elect to go for the Void Staff in there. And it's just, with the amount of magic resistance built up, and as we said, there's not going to be many squishy members, only Swiffer and Corky that you can really get on top of Radiant to create one of those picks. Ejim's a legitimate tank right now with his shield and all those levels. Yeah. Spooks and Swiper are absolutely monsters in the tank department, and they're just not able to generate the pick they were earlier because of how much health has been accumulated on these guys.
Oh, they're looking for Spooks. Oh, Cosmic Binding and Charm, both of them not landing.
The dancing shoes.
Yeah, Spooks.
May
have seen them a little bit with that Tremor Sense.
No, they were stationary. No way you saw them.
Right.
It was all reflex.
Just wandering around aimlessly.
Listing lazily.
Yeah.
Right.
Worked pretty well. Swipe, though, you were mentioning the fact that he's getting tanky. He does have the Frozen Heart and the Spirit Visage. Also that Righteous Glory there with the Ninja Tavi. So he's pretty tanky. Of course, not in comparison to Porky, who's got that Randuin Zone with the Banshee's Veil, Spirit Visage as well as those Mercury's Treads. He's looking big at the moment on this Shen, but we saw the fact that he just wasn't as tanky as Avant need him to be in that last team fight. With some focus, he will go down.
It certainly will, because it's getting much later into the game, and the Chiefs, they knock down another turret. Back within 3,500 gold. Remember, this was 10,000 gold and a huge snowball that AV were trying to roll towards them. And Destiny, he's still getting the Cosmic Bindings. It's just onto these huge frontliners that AV are like, they're casting the fishing rod and just not getting what they're looking for.
Not quite getting there. Shelby, though, has finished the Void Staff. The Spear's now legitimately going to be hurting. Kensti waiting for Void Staff gold. You have to think he's been sitting on that Amp Tome and Needlessly Large Rod for a very long time. Probably just doesn't want to sell a Needlessly Large Rod to get a Void Staff. Probably just wants to be able to wait till he has enough gold to grab it.
And a little bit more of a utility build coming out of Swiffer this game. You can see he's gone for the Rylai's Crystal Scepter to try and control the team fight, get people out of his carry space, and just dictate the pace. He understands that if the fight goes for a long time, it suits the Chiefs. If it's the quick, catch someone, blow them up kind of team fight, definitely AV going to come out their head, and he's itemized very appropriately for that.
He's doing his
He
best.
also has given up on that creep.
Yeah, trying to get it. Took it a little while before that banner of command creep did fall down. Spook split pushing on the bottom side, able to use that Void Rush to get anywhere that he needs to. A few tunnels set up for this Rek'Sai. And Kensti able to clear out the mid-wave. So things just resetting here for Avant and the Chiefs as the Baron did wear off.
And you can tell when Avant had that huge lead, they were riding the momentum into a series of fights. Now that they've lost a little bit of that momentum, a lot more hesitant. This is game 3. Chiefs are 2-0 in this best-of-5 series, and they would feel like they're right back into it. Avant just looking for that one fight 40 minutes into this game to put that final nail in and take it to a 4-game series. Give the Chiefs the first defeat.
Yeah, and Spectre's Cow now completed for Warble. He's not going to be as afraid of Swiffer's Chaos Storm in the next little while. Spears flying down the rift from Shelby. And the Chiefs now grouped up, pushing down the mid lane, looking to try and get some work done. See whether the wave cliff, as it looks, is going to be enough here for Avant. Shelby just going to take it down. A little bit of a stalemate. Nice damage there from Swiffer. Pretty ludicrous range available with that death rate. Shelby playing very far forward, looking for some cheeky spears from the flank.
They need to get Flash off the carry somehow here. Destiny probably needs to just get in range and start throwing out some of the ultimates to see if he can burn that summoner spell. Because right now, as it stands, if they allow the Rylai's Crystal Scepter Swiffer to just allow the team to continue to kite back with all of their summoner spells available, it's going to be a very difficult team fight to take for AV.
Yeah, well, Porky was moving towards the top side of the map. Chiefs looking to get their own push back on. You can see AV were moving towards the Dragon. It's up in 17 seconds. Spook's positioning around it. Chiefs, they don't want to let that one go. Make sure that they can grab that objective, get themselves towards their second, and prevent AV from getting to the 4th Dragon for them.
Remember that the mid inhibitor is exposed right now, so the Avant lineup trying to get inside track. Ooh, Radier.
Yep, tagged by a spear. That is a big deal. He needs all the help he can get as Porky's going to get caught. It's an interesting word. 3 men caught in the Tempered Fate, though, as Kensti was looking for Radier down the side. Spooks is being found as well as Swiffer. Oh my goodness, actually Radier was caught up before, but Shelby goes in. Radier so incredibly low, but no, not going to happen. Double kill. Kensti and Shelby both taken out. So much damage removed from AV as Destiny trying to escape this, and AV in a shambles after that.
And once again, they have a Shen, a legitimate split push threat to be able to force the map, not using it at all. Destiny going to be caught. That's a big death timer. That'll be Baron.
Yep, 53 seconds now, and Chiefs not going to be able to take the... Oh, it's actually up 1 second to go. I apologize there as Porky actually with that Shadow Dash trying to get in amongst it. Flash is out of his own base here as the Chiefs are going to be able to take down this turret. Massive minion wave that they prepared earlier. Inhibitor going to go falling down in the top lane. AV still with a gold lead, might I remind you.
Not for long. Chiefs eyes on that Baron. Members are up for AV, so they need to pull the trigger right now if they're going for it. Spook starts it up. Big wave in the bottom lane. Maybe just sack it, send your Shen towards the bottom turret. Try and double inhibitor them.
Might be able to. Not a lot of damage down onto this Baron just yet. Chiefs, they eye off the problem as they're pinging out onto that minion wave.
But because they've pulled off, that means that Avant can start it up because they know the Chiefs want to go back.
Yeah, they are going to be backing here, of course. Vision available from Avant around the side. Yeah, he's home. They're going to be able to see him there on the bottom side. AV, they are going to be able to pick up the Baron. And Chiefs just let them have it.
Chiefs overstay, give up the Baron as punishment for it. So they will be able to pick one up, AV. They're now running towards Dragon as well. That would be number 4.
If they grab 4th Dragon and a Baron, that is huge for Avantgard.
But Chiefs, remember, they've been winning these team fights.
Brady's back to base. He's finishing off his Infinity Edge.
Certainly is. See whether they can chunk it out quick enough.
Well, they are going to do a whole lot of damage to it. Look at that Warble ripping through the Dragon. It is going to be taken down. So 4 Dragons to the 1 of the Chiefs. So now Avant able to get a little bit more pressure down onto these turrets and minions as they're heading down the rift. Chiefs only with the extra 6% statistics from the first Dragon. Against Porky attacking some super creeps that weren't able to get any damage onto these Nexus turrets. So AV, with the window that they had, did very, very well.
Yeah, certainly did extend the gold lead a little bit, but right now gold pretty much irrelevant. It's going to come down to execution. Can they assassinate either Swiffer or Radier and take the team fight for Avant, or will this huge tank line that's slowly coming through for the Chiefs lineup just be able to absorb all the spears, the cosmic bindings and the charms, and keep the two important carries safe? Because you've seen that Swiffer, who is 6 items, just explodes Kensti as soon as he looks at him.
And they are 6 expensive items as well. Now that Hex Tor can be upgraded 3 times with the perfect one, a lot of money that he's spent on those. And 408 CS, you can understand why.
Yeah, so coming through with a huge CS advantage, 5, 5, and 5. Has also played a terrific series. As much as this has been Radier's split for the Chiefs, Swiffer showing that a lot of fight left in the mid laner, has had an absolute dominating series coming through here.
Yeah, and the Chiefs, I mean, often Swiffer will get first blood in a lot of these games. Hasn't been happening this time around. The focus has been away from that mid lane. Nice spears.
A couple of spears coming through onto Egypt. Probably not the member they're looking for.
Yeah, laser beams are going to help out, of course, with the Baron. That banner of command, pretty useful. Waiting for that to come back up.
Once again, they just didn't control the minion waves well enough. Bottom is pushing. Top is already in their base, waiting to knock on the doors. Dawnmail now finished up for Porky, so he's still struggling to shove out these waves.
Unless there's no creeps for him left, in which case those minions gonna kill themselves. Not bad, but Chief's gonna take this opportunity. Yeah, they're going to tank up this turret. Spears still flying through, so only able to get a little bit of damage there. Warble making his way back in. Just built an outright Last Whisper. Not bad. Bit more damage available for this Vayne. Still an item slot left for Radier. Need to finish off the
probably a defensive item,
Yep. Oh, yeah, Banshee's Veil almost completed by Warble, and we'll see what Radier decides to go with. Might be a Mercurial Scimitar. Might want to go for massive damage. Yeah,
Merc Scimitar would actually be a really good item here, because all he's looking to do is dodge the charm. If the charm doesn't find him, he's probably going to be able to keep himself safe here.
Yep.
Or even because they're looking for such an extended team fight, just go all in, buy yourself a GA. Probably only going to be one team fight left to decide the rest of the series.
It's a very
45 minutes in. See whether he's just able to live through that.
It's like AV waiting for this inhibitor to respawn.
I think they're waiting for 5th Dragon. They just trust their jungler to be able to win that one out.
Understandable.
Be able to double those stats. Shelby definitely having a good game. Spooks has now picked up a Warmogs. He's not dying soon.
A lot of health to get through. Of course, Warble was % health damage in his backlock with those silver bolts, and of course, the Blade of the Ruined King probably going to be okay, but still, it's going to take a lot of auto attacks.
Yeah, if Warble auto attacks Spooks that much to kill him, Swiffer's probably won the team fight.
Swiffer's probably made it over to him and lightly tapped him on the head with one of his moves. Would make a bit of sense. Riley's Crystal Scepter completed by Kensti to augment his already completed Void Star from before. He's only got one more item slot to go as well. The Ahri, even these Orbs of Deception are going to start doing some work, slowing down the team. Of course, extra CC now available for Kensti.
Yeah, and you know, this game is on a knife's edge. As we kept saying, AV, as long as they felt they had the advantage, willing to keep pushing their limits. Right now, they feel like they're a little bit behind because of the spikes that have come through from the Chiefs. Disregard the gold, guys. It means absolutely nothing right now. Swiffer is a monster on this Victor, and he's just played it so well throughout the entirety of the team fights. Since what was a really rough early game, remember, at level 1, Chiefs gave up 2 kills.
Yeah. And remember, guys, also every single summoner spell up. Not a lot has happened over the last little while. AV waiting for this 5th dragon. It's up in 1 minute. Minute and a half until the Baron is available as well. Whoever wins this next team fight, which is very imminent at the moment, is likely to win the game.
Yeah, well, Chiefs, once again, they've done such a good job of controlling the area that is the dragon. They're camping a brush. Kensti nearly face-checked Swiffer.
Oh my goodness, he did take down the ward. Another ward still there. Kensti has to be so careful. Swiffer walks forward. There's the flash, instantly deleted. Radier picks up the kill, and Chiefs play calmly and patiently. 30 seconds before Dragon's up, 70 seconds before Kensti is. Chiefs now able to move down this mid lane with a whole lot more pressure available to them. 4v5 for over a minute.
Yeah, they actually send out the cannon creep to see whether he can stall it.
Fifth man.
Not even he can. And it looks like they will break another part of the base.
Yeah, they're looking to get the damage down. Not a whole lot down onto this turret as Warble's able to clear out these minions quite well with some auto attacks. Spears from long range and half the health now gone on the turret. They do have now an inhibitor to respawn. Kensti, 35 seconds now available on the mid laner. This inhibitor most definitely falling. Spears landing left, right, and center, but Swipe is able to lock down that inhibitor. Wave being pushed out. Warble able to get some shots onto it. Besides, he doesn't want to kill that turret. Porky's going to eat that one up.
They're going to send Warble to Dragon. They've actually sent Spooks there first.
Whoa.
They saw him rush past.
Over the top he goes. He's going to get a Prey Seeker there. AV positioning around, but they are a man down right now.
And Chief started up.
They're going to be able to take a red buff instead.
Spear of Destiny.
Will pierce the heavens.
Or Spear of Kelby. Yeah. Actually, they just give it up. Instead, they're looking to once again go for the Baron.
Yeah, looking to grab a Baron here. Of course, they have another opportunity at that 5th Dragon in the next little while. Of course, Chiefs a long time to go before they have the opportunity for a 5th Dragon. And if we're waiting for that, this game is going to go for an incredibly long time. 3,000 gold, now the lead for Avant. As we said before, that's probably irrelevant information. I should probably stick to things that actually mean something this game. Is not meaning a whole lot right now. AV, they've started up the Baron. Lots of extra damage. Of course, Porky able to tank it for a very long time. Not too worried about its damage coming through. As Porky gets the Shadow Dash onto Swiper, they don't really want to engage. Oh, Ejim able to get amongst it, but he's going down so low. Kensi using that ultimate to get himself in and out. Depth Charge not going to do much work. There's the Tempered Fate in on top of everyone. They slow down the fight to try and get things working. Swiffer over the top destroys Kensi. Ejim falls down. Porky's going down low. Swiper on top of Warble, who's going to try and kill Radiant. Not going to this time. And Shelby, is he going to turn it around onto Spooks? We'll see whether he can get it, but it's a double kill for Swiffer.
Shelby is so healthy right now.
Yeah, looking to try and get some damage back. Rockets in. Spooks taking so much damage from this Nidalee. And Swiffer's nowhere to be seen. Shelby takes down Radiant. He's going to be able to get Spooks. The double kill. 4 for 3 in favor of Avant. We said this is all on the back of Shelby, and we meant it.
And this jungler is going berserk. 12, 4, and 8. Swiffer going back to base. Shelby needs to be careful, but trying to take out another turret.
Shelby will fight Swiffer as well.
Swiffer will kill Shelby.
Yeah, I understand that that's probably what's going to happen, but Shelby not too scared of it. See? Shut down. And that is going to be Swiffer taking out Shelby. Porky's still alive, though. My goodness. Shelby is not afraid of anything.
Shelby's style of League of Legends is just so hard to deal with. Let's take another look at this. Porky starts it all off, but Kensti once again gets caught. And the turning point is actually when Swiffer lands this huge ultimate.
Quadrus taunt as well for Porky.
Yeah, so Porky gets that, but then Swiffer jumps in over the top. You see, dumps the ultimate down, deletes Kensti, but Warble just keeps attacking Radiant, the little train that could. And what it means is right now, Radiant is way too low to fight Shelby, and Takedown does percentage health damage based on what is missing. And there's a lot of health missing right now, as you can see from everyone that hits. And all he needed was that one auto attack. We're back live, guys.
Yeah, AV, they were looking for it. Nice scrying off from Radius, spots them out.
Shelby's still dead. Baron is still up.
Another 16 seconds. He's got Alacrity enchantment as well. No home guards to get him towards this Baron. It has been started by the Chiefs. Not doing it too quickly, but it is going to be conceded by Avant. Oh my goodness. This game, 52 minutes so far.
And you know, even if he loses this game right now, Shelby, he gave us the 5 minutes of Lee Sin. Yeah. This is a Nidalee game for the history books.
12, 5, and 8 at the moment. Lichbane also completed. He sold his Runeglaive, and he's grabbed the Lichbane because he's got so much ability power.
Yeah, the additional movement speed coming through there. They're trying to clear out waves. Shelby's back up.
Radiant pretty short range. It's pretty hard for him to get towards these turrets. Fair bit of threat available from that Shadow Dash if there is a Corki in range. So AV with 5 members now defending this Baron.
You can see Spook's very tanky member right now. Has a lot of health, but these spears hurt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Stark's Fervor completed by Destiny as well. The luxury support items coming in at this point. Kindle Gem for E-Gym as well as Chiefs. They're looking antsy. They look like they want to start something. Oh, Porky taking about 1,000 health. My goodness, that Primal Surge from Shelby.
Swiffer got tagged. He's at half health for this fight.
That's if it ever starts, Spawn. They're trying to protect the cannon minion as they send their own in to do some battle. Spear is going to land onto that siege creep. No one wants to tank it up. That finally goes down. Shelby. That's just
53-minute marathon here, and they go in.
Yep, they are going to be able to take down this turret. They need to start off this fight. Shadow Dash on cooldown now. Swiper taking a lot of damage. E-Gym with the depth charge onto Warble, but still able to get the work done. Swiper takes down Porky, but E-Gym's going to fall as well. Kenzie with the flank around the side. Tags E-Gym. Tags Swiper, sorry. Spooks now at very low health. Double kill for Warble. He's flashing forward onto Swiffer. Takes down the AP carry. Radius still alive, but AV, everyone up apart from Porky. They are going to be able to charge up this mid lane, and Radiant may not be able to defend. He's looking for a backdoor.
Yeah, he's going for the miracle play right now. Only they see him, so they have to send someone back, because otherwise he will win the game.
There's Baroned up minions here in this base as well. So many creeps. He's empowered recalling back to base as well. This inhibitor going to fall down in the mid lane. AV looking to try and push their advantage. 30 seconds on E-Gem as the first member available. They're doing their best to tank it
going
up.
for it.
Not many tanky members. Radiant looking to try and finish this game off.
He's going to do it.
Nexus turret is going to fall down. Radiant with so much extra damage to CX. Peke backdoor. Radiant looking to try and get his team to the grand final and take a Destiny with it. Tempered Fate comes in as well as everyone gets back. The last auto attack seals the deal, and Radiant takes the game.
In the end, the Chiefs win an hour-long game, but Avant fight every step of the way. You can see the huge grin.
Radiant losing his mind after that victory, and it might have been a 3-0, but my gosh, that last game was a marathon.
And well, the Chiefs still undefeated, but that is as close as you can get to losing a game without your Nexus dying. Avant, such an impressive performance coming through, but just didn't give the super creeps a respect.
No, and look, they were known for giving a lot of respect to creeps. They were charging them up. Of course, that gigantic banner of command and minion getting up that wave, of course, a stroke of genius there, because it was very difficult for the Chiefs to destroy it. But massive congratulations, the Chiefs going to be playing at Luna Park in our grand final on the 8th of August. And of course, we'll see who they're going to be playing against. 23rd of July on Thursday this week, taking on Legacy or the Direwolves.
Yeah, so Legacy Direwolves this Thursday, but who cares about that series? Right now, Avant have just shown that they are a serious contender. This team has not looked this good since Veritas and Nada were their bottom lane. And right now, Warble, Destiny, both young players coming in, had an absolute ripper of a game 3. It was so close, but the Chiefs steal it.
Completely down to the wire. And just Shelby.
Yeah.
What a god. That was so well played by the Avantgard jungler. He played beautifully. The Nidalee, the carry jungle is back, ladies and gentlemen, because...
Certainly is, but then you have to look over the other side of the rift. Controlled for 2 games.
Yeah.
Kept down by the whole Chiefs lineup. As we said, the Chiefs, strategically, they're just such a sound team right now. They can focus so much on it because they trust their laning phase that they're going to come out ahead. That game, they started 1,000 gold down at 2 minutes in, able to fight their way back from 2 Barons. 4 Dragons was the lead. Avant always looked like they had the upper foot, but the Chiefs, from behind, which we don't expect. We used to say that their weakness was late game decision-making and team fighting, come up with the goods in game 3.
Yeah, and it was just the fact that Radiant knew to stay around, the last man standing on his team, and it's so poetic and beautiful, the fact that Radiant, the man that has really stepped up for the Chiefs, especially this split. The only man alive able to take down the Nexus on his own with a stroke of genius in the late game decision-making. Didn't go back to base. Was about to complete that recall and decides, no, we can win the game here. I'm not going to be able to defend against 5 people. Let's just win.
Yeah, he decides to win the series there.
Yeah, really fantastic stuff. But we are going to throw it out to Julian. Pastry time car to close out the day.
Well, That was the dramatic way to end our first semi-final. Oh my god, the Chiefs barely managing to eke out a win with their star player Radier coming up even bigger than he has in the regular season. He had one hell of a split too. Insane to think that's just our first semi-final. We do have another one coming up as well on Thursday. The Direwolves will be taking on Legacy, and if it's any closer than that 3-0, then my God, be amazing to watch. But the Chiefs, congratulations, they do make it into the grand final. And don't forget, Luna Park is where all the action is going to be happening. August 8th on a Saturday. Park's open from 11, broadcast at 5. There'll be activities all day at the park. It's free to get in. It's free to watch from the park. It's going to be an awesome event. You don't want to miss it at all. So make sure you're there for that OPL final with the Chiefs. Managed to do it. It's just a matter of who other opponent's going to be because it has been insane. But with that, I guess we're going to have to find out on Thursday. Tune in then for Legacy versus Direwolves. But for now, good night.